Drop the intro. Please tell me you can hear that. Oh, thank God.
Dancing to nothing.
Welcome to the Inner Hoe Uprising, the podcast about sex, love, and dating from the perspective of me, Sam, one black, non-monogamous, pansexual, feminist hoe whose pronouns are she, her, they, them, who is cramping up very much right now. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. My neighbors were on some fuck shit last night. They kept me up, but we're still here. We're doing it, and we're with
Rob the God, one agender, pansexual, firefighting, feminist with a fatty, pronouns they, them, and daddy. And I'm here to support Sam in her ailments. Sam is ailing, but it's all love out here, gang, gang.
It was all love. Thank you
Rag
very
gang.
much. Yeah. If I was Jamaican enough, I would do that thing.
Hot walk! Hot walk! Okay, sorry.
That's so funny. Every episode of the Inner Hoe Uprising works like this. Myself and my lovely rotating co-hosts talk about sex, love, and dating as it pertains to current events in the world, our lives, yours, and people on the internet sometimes. And occasionally we hit you with interviews with insightful folks or do deep dive episodes on a topic of our choice. This episode, we got potentially two of the biggest shit talkers of Inner Hoe Uprising talking a lot of shit. I don't know. Would you agree with that? In the ranking of shit.
Yeah, because we be wildin'. We be wildin'. We don't stop.
That's the problem. Or I don't know. The good thing.
The good thing. It's
Depends on your perspective. Yeah. So we got two of the biggest shit talkers scouring the interwebs for the weirdest, most frustrating, silliest stories about sex, love, and dating. So today we're talking about pre-sex hand hygiene, very important. Niggas wild in the DMs as they do. And are women allowed to date? We got much more from the internet, plus a little bit about our sex and masturbatory lives.
And if you would like to follow along with the conversation had in this podcast on social media, you can do so by using the hashtag #InnerHoleUprising so we can see it, and the hashtag PodIn so other people can see it. And if you would like to follow us on social media, you can do so at #InnerHoleUprising without the G on Twitter, #InnerHoleUprising with the G on Instagram and Facebook. And you can join our Facebook group by searching Inner Hoe Uprising Community. That's spelled CUMMUNITY. And head to InnerHoleUprising.com to pay help.
Yes, you can. All right, we're hopping into it with our first segment.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Shout out to Cardi B for, if not anything else, that. This is Fuck Is
Yes,
This.
100%.
This is Fuck Is This. It is a moment to discuss, rant about, or laugh at nonsense in the realm of sex, love, and dating. It is where we scour the interwebs and pop culture and things like that for just, things that are a little bit strange, a little bit amusing. What have you got first, Rob? This is entirely curated by Rob, I do want to say. I don't know what the fuck I'm getting
funny,
into.
It's my fault.
That's not what I meant by that. I'm just saying I don't know what we're getting into. So if I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I'm not acting.
It's all I've been thinking about. I was like up last night and this morning, like, is this funny enough? Is this funny enough? Because I'm like, there is no backup. If it's not funny, it's all my fault. So I have a lot of pressure. So please laugh.
Sometimes you gotta jump out on a limb. But to be fair, to release the pressure, this is a pre-recorded episode. So if it's not
funny, just don't release
the lost episodes of Uprising. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, it's
down
fine.
For the ride. I'm down for the ride.
So do you want me to read and describe the tweet? Do you want to pull the tweet up on your screen?
I guess, yeah. Should I show the people then?
I think it's worth showing the people.
All right, hold on.
And then I'll describe it from your screen.
Let me close out all my porno first. Hold
okay. On. X videos, XXX videos, XXX videos.
The last vestiges of OnlyFans.
I was literally about to say that. Like, you better get your views in, nigga. Better memorize all that shit.
Oh man, baby. All right, Google Chrome. Cool. Here we go. You guys can all see the document. Where we talk shit. All right. First up, we got Jocelyn being annoying. Okay. You gonna read it?
Yeah, I'll read this.
All right.
So this is a tweet by Anthony at my life as AD02. And they tweeted, here you have Jocelyn Hernandez agreeing with Boosie regarding Lil Nas X expressing his sexuality through art. Yet she has a whole new show centered around strippers and showing her titties. That's not too far for her daughter, but what was Lil Nas okay, but what was Lil Nas does is I don't know. That was a
When grammar just completely deteriorates on you. I think they meant to say, but what little Nas does is too
is
far. Yeah.
okay, I get it now. I get it now.
Look
My
more
brain
like.
just that's exactly what
It's
that registered.
it's 8 a.m.
Anyway, and you're her mother. So this is in reference to a video that I refuse to watch. I do not watch anything on
Yeah,
fucking
I
Breakfast
think maybe
Club.
we got to give a lot of backstory, right? Because we do have listeners who are just like, "Who the fuck is?" Okay, so Little
Okay,
Boosie is a
little.
homophobic rapper. That was his name. Now he's like Boosie Badass, but he was Little Boosie in my day.
Mhm.
Okay, he's a homophobic rapper who talks a lot of shit about gay people. Honestly,
Just
like
nonstop.
unwarranted. Nobody asked for it. He's also a trigger warning or content warning, a sexual assaulter because he paid, or did he say that he was going to? He paid
He
to
did.
have his son have sex with a sex worker, his underage son have sex with a sex worker to like prevent his son from being gay or something like that. I don't know.
Mhm.
So that's Little Boosie, Little Nas X, very fun gay rapper. We love him. Yay, Montero,
Yeah.
let's go to hell. Um, Jocelyn Hernandez is a reality TV star. I think that I did that pretty well.
Yeah, you
Okay.
did.
Okay.
She's also a rapper and
Okay.
also in her reality TV. To be specific, she's not just like a reality TV star. She is a former stripper,
Oh
and she
yes.
has a show on Zeus that is centered around like it's a reality show around strippers, like having strippers
Oh,
compete on her
okay.
show.
Thank you for filling in the
So
blanks because I did not know that.
yeah, and now she also shows her titties like so much. Like
Okay.
she shows her titties so much,
It's just the
and
beginning of the episode.
it's just her titties just straight up
Welcome
out.
to my brain.
And they're nice as fuck too. But then also something that is very important is that she's bisexual
Okay, okay.
and out like bisexual, dates women, has sex with women, and so it's very interesting to see this. So, can you scroll down?
Yes. So should I click on this photo?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know if that
So
helps.
this interview was Boosie on the Breakfast Club, and they were talking about. I didn't watch it. So this is all context I got from the interwebs, but they were talking about Lil Nas X's video because when it came out, Boosie was vocal about how much he hated it and how much he hated him and how he wanted to beat him up and shit, and
Okay.
he was talking about his experience with that, talking about, you're exposing this to children. Children don't need to see that shit. And Jocelyn says Boosie is right. And that's why Bonnie, her daughter, Bonnie don't have a TV. Shaking my head. Push whatever you want, but mines won't be brainwashed. And we're
There's a lot
like,
to unpack there. There's a lot to unpack there. It's like, okay. First of all, Boosie is right is a lot to unpack because I don't think that
right?
nigga's ever been right. Like,
A broken clock is right twice a day, but even
not
he.
on that time. Yeah, not on this time. That's why
Mm-mm.
Sorry, naming your kid Bonnie is kind of funny too. It's a very old name for a child. Come here, Bonnie. And you're like a toddler. Anyway,
Okay, I guess
but
I'll
that's
call.
just me being Give me a moment there. You got any, what is that fucking nasty ass candy? Werther's?
Werther's, I'm
You
dead.
got any Werther flavored milk, mom? Uses her sister named Gertrude and her brother's
Gretchen.
Clyde. Gretchen.
But
Okay. And then so Bonnie don't have a TV. Okay, so I feel like that there it is. That's like, first of all, I didn't see Little Nas X's video on TV. I saw it on the internet, but fine.
yes.
But like, yeah, I mean, you by saying Bonnie don't have a TV, you're saying you as a parent enforce boundaries for what your kid sees and does not see, which obviously don't think gayness is wrong or anything like that, but the video was like in hell and like sexual and stuff like that. So sure, if you don't want your kid to see it for that reason, that's totally fine. But like,
Mhm.
so why can't fucking why can't Lil Nas X make it though?
Right?
I don't- like
They don't have to see it, but
was
he
was
can't create it.
Matisse not supposed to make the painting of the women with their titties out because like a kid might go to the Museum of Natural History one day and be like, "Oh my god, titties."
Oh my god, this is amazing. I
Yeah.
want to grow up to like titties now.
Exactly.
That's what this painting.
Yeah, I
So
don't
it's
get
very
that.
it's silly for like
A
several reasons.
multitude of reasons,
But then
yeah.
she also tweeted after like, I like a little lick too, but here
Not
she's
calling your bisexuality a little lick lick.
a
Is
little
she
lick
really
lick.
bisexual? Or maybe that was biphobic of me to say. But I feel like she's
Yeah.
being homophobic and that's where that's coming
No,
from.
she's being homophobic, and she's also being, it's very like performative,
That's what I was thinking. And that's such a
because
hard
I've
line to
never
tread because it's like you don't ever want to call somebody's sexual preferences that. But sometimes it's just like what you're saying doesn't line up.
no, and maybe
You're
like her
definitely not queer as a
bisexuality isn't
politic.
like maybe her bisexuality isn't performative. I've never thought that. I do think that she's like dead ass like gay,
Okay.
but in a way of the way that like emulating men, kind of queer.
Or
Like
pandering. No.
I don't
Okay.
know what pander means, so I hate to expose myself on here, but I don't want to use the wrong word.
Playing up to the male gaze is what I
Yeah,
meant.
well,
Okay.
no, like I
Okay.
mean, emulating men, like
It's okay for lesbians to exist, but not for gay men to exist. Okay.
yes, like it's
Gotcha.
cool. Like me liking women isn't as bad as men liking men. So me
Gotcha.
making out with women on TV, talking about gay shit and getting paid for it is not the same as a young queer man like expressing himself via art at that. Like not even just for like pay for play type shit, like expressing himself through art, and then
Hmm.
also saying like, oh, kids are too young to see that now, and when it's time, you explain that to them, which is also fine, but
Hmm.
it's like it doesn't mean that it doesn't have to be made. Like should people just stop making porn because kids
Yeah.
exist in the world, that porn
Yeah.
also exists?
Yeah.
So
I'm very tired of those arguments and I don't know
yes,
what else to do with them, honestly. I don't know
nothing.
what to do with
I
them.
mean, now I just look at it and go,
Yeah, this one is like specifically homophobic, which is like you can really dissect it when you're like watching, I don't know, any show on like the CW network and it's two teenagers making out and it's like, okay, so is heterosexuality pushed down our faces? But to step outside of that, because I feel like those are people just being obviously homophobic. Um, so I hang out with like older people fairly often, like people in their like 60s and 70s and stuff like that. And I often hear like the Cardi B and Megan the Stallion are not setting a good example for our young women and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, so should they be? Like, not to be
and
on my Michael Jordan, but fuck them kids, nigga.
no, that's a fact.
You
We don't
have
do it for the
all
kids.
kinds of Baby Shark and just there's a lot of content for kids. I used to watch it when I was a kid.
That's a
Not
fact.
everything has to be made for kids.
No, and
Cause
also
like,
it's
what are
like,
we gonna watch?
like
I'm trying to watch a documentary about serial killers right now. And I don't want a kid in the room with me.
no, it ain't for you.
Yeah.
Respectfully,
Yeah.
fuck
I
them
don't I
kids.
don't get that. What do you think the
Yeah.
overlap between people who won't vaccinate their kids but people who don't watch Little Nas X is?
I think the overlap, like the Venn diagram, looks like this. Like it's just a circle.
Yeah, I really want to protect my kids from everything else but fucking the Delta variant. You
Nah,
fucking
the Delta
fucks.
variant's cool. Delta variant's not gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Delta variant does not discriminate. It
There's
likes
no
men.
D in LGBTQ. So
So it's fine. Fuck them kids quite literally. Like let them not. Anyway, all right,
all right.
cool.
Fat tits, bro. Is that where
Fat tits, bro.
I think I did see this one, but okay.
Okay,
Should I
oh
show the
damn.
people?
Yeah, show the people.
I mean, the challenge wasn't to surprise. You're like, God
It
damn
was
it.
it was
Like, I don't
partially.
use the internet ever in my entire.
Nah, it was partially to surprise you because you're like, yeah, I like to go in it blind, and I'm like,
Okay.
will it be though? Yeah, stay there for 2 days.
Okay. Should I show this one?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I do that again? Sorry.
It's
I'm
not
sorry.
me here.
It's like the period cramp. Mine go all over my body. So like I feel it in like
Oof.
my knees right now. And I don't want to be, All right, let's walk us through this.
Okay, you got to click the ting.
Okay.
So this is at Quakerina.
Mhm.
And they posted this
This is
this
funny.
TM. And so this is a person, a guy, responding to their story. This is
The Instagram story.
prior. Yeah, the Instagram story. This is prior. So I don't know how long it was prior, and I like to think that it was only one picture ago prior, because it makes it more funny. But the first message was in response to a picture, and it says, "Ma'am, nary have I ever witnessed a beauty akin to your own. Pray tell, I must implore, of what grandeur are thine breasts?"
I gotta say, I hate niggas like this, man. They're like maybe the worst kind of nigga.
It's just
And
like
I don't
top
mean
tier.
nigga in the
Why?
race way. I mean nigga in the human being way.
Yes, this shit is so weird. And then the next message, obviously sent almost immediately after, because there's no timestamp between, says, "Yeah, I apologize for that. It wasn't even funny, and it enforces the men only see women as objects mindset and makes women feel uncomfortable. I'm sorry for any discomfort I caused with my actions." Which is like, okay, like partial accountability. All right, whatever, right? Nigga, the next message is response to another picture, and it says, "Fat tits, bro." So nigga just brought it down like 20 notches, but still was wild.
And then the caption that Quaker Rihanna posted was "People can change," and I do think that there was change. There was definitely a character arc happened. It's not a
Yes.
better person by any means, but it
No,
is a
it's a
different
different person.
person. We went
Mhm.
from maybe a Redditor, somebody who used to play RuneScape and all those kinds of things, definitely into like MMO RPGs, and then we went to like Chad or
Yes.
Kyle.
And it's like you
So
throw the bro on the end to soften the blow of misogyny.
fat
And I'm
tits,
just like,
bruh. Fat tits, they them
it's like
pronouns.
it's the fat tits part too.
Yeah,
Like,
I granted I don't have big ass titties or anything like that, but as someone who does, maybe you can like provide some background. My tits have never been called fat. Have yours?
no, my tits haven't been called fat. They've
First
been
of all,
called,
my tits like are never even called tits until recently, and
oh, wow.
a white man did that.
Wow. Okay.
Have your
We
tits
all
been
start.
called
We all start.
tits? We all start.
Yeah, that's your character arc.
I,
My
I'm
tits.
I'm pivoting from titties to tits.
Yeah, go back to
Let
titties.
me dye my
My
hair blonde and call myself Kate.
my tits. My tits are never called tits. I don't even use the word tits.
This is the most we've ever said tits in our entire
My whole life. Maybe when I was like 12, I might have said tits a lot, but
tits.
I call them titties with
Yeah,
two
same.
D's, so titties.
Titties, yeah.
I've like men have called them, of course, breasts. I call them my
Boobs.
double chocolate fudge milk jug bazungas a lot of the times. I heard anime titties. Um,
You have anime titties.
I don't have anime titties because my titties like hang to the sides of my body.
Doesn't
They,
everybody's? Come on, girls.
I mean, but like anime titties,
Whoa.
like they be together.
Yeah.
My titties be,
Maybe
they
they're
leave
talking about when you
space,
wear a bra.
which is absolutely fucking never.
Oh yeah,
So
that's true. You don't wear bras. So that person was just lying to you.
D line, like keep it a stack, boy. But I mean, they're nice titties. I call them dead or alive beach volleyball titties. I don't know, because people like this game is a hidden memory, but Dead or Alive had
I thought you were talking
a
about the
beach.
Bon Jovi song, so I'm
No.
totally out of it.
Okay. So it's a video game, not the Bon Jovi song.
Dead or alive. Sorry.
I mean,
Maybe
absolutely
one
weird.
titty is Bon and the other is Jovi.
So anyway, I'm gonna skip that segue because what
This
the
is
fuck?
this is chemical and my pussy is romance. Niggas get into it.
Good. You done?
This is fall. This is out, and my pussy is a boy. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, are you?
I couldn't think of any other.
It's
Alkaline.
good. Oh my God, Sam. Fuck. It's fine. Don't. It's fine.
Para
It's fine.
whore.
It's fine. So anyway, Dead or Alive is a fucking video game. Not a song, not a fucking band. It's a video game though, but they had like it's like a violent, I think it was like a fighting game, but they
Mm-hmm.
made a beach volleyball version for PlayStation 2, and it was just mad women with big ass titties, and their bikinis were those little triangle things that go right
Yes.
over the nipple, but like
Yes.
these massive titties. I always wanted a bra like that. So now I got my little money bag bra from Fashion Nova, and that
There you
shit is way
go.
too small, and it looks like Dead or Alive bras. It looked like I got Dead or Alive titties. This shit only covered the nipple, bro. I had under boob, side boob, top boob cleavage.
Let's
Look at it. Please look it up.
for
Oh,
the humans on
that's so
YouTube
hype.
only.
Knock my damn headphones off. Oh, I'm so hype. I had to Google Dead or Alive
You're the
titties to see if I
gayest
was
nigga
like
I've ever
making it
seen
up.
because it takes a very specific kind of nigga to be hype over animated titties. I don't think the bras are do it. I don't think these images are doing justice to what you said.
Okay, hold on. Because let me show you a link because I
They're
found some
tittying,
shit.
but they're not like tittying.
I'm not Dead or Alive beach
Boob. Oh
volleyball.
man. People over at Alphabet, the company that owns Google, are like, this nigga's a pervert. All right, I got it. Hold on.
I'm OD a pervert because it's not all of them,
Hold on,
but
I
it's
got it.
like
Here, this
yeah,
one.
you go.
I don't know this website, so and then YouTube's gonna block
Remove
it.
big boobs from the series.
Yeah, that's a
Boom.
my ad blocker came up.
Ah, get out of here. Ah, get out of
Maybe that's
here.
a
Ah.
sign.
It's for you to stop looking at. These are not anime titties, by the way. These are
Animated
video
titties.
game. Yeah, animated titty, video game titties.
All right.
The best kinds
I
of
don't have the
titties.
capability to fucking do this. Let's just move on.
It's fine. Well, we saw them,
We
and
did
there's
see
a
them
couple
for a
like
brief
that. There's like
second.
normal titties. They're all the titties are perky, but then there's occasional like bazunga titties with the shit like no nipple, no areola, just triangle over the
Knockers,
nipple.
as they
So
say.
yes, if you go on my Twitter about every month and a half, I make a post about my titties, and it's like some double honk milk jug, dark areola having bazunga twin knocker titties, and it's usually a hit. People appreciate that.
ihupodcast at gmail.com. Let us know all the things that you personally call breasts. Are you a tits? Are you a titty? Are you a bazunga?
Touch
Knockers?
your tits, babe. Oh, you're such a nice fucking. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa, got carried
Uh,
away there. All right, so
well,
next week.
speaking of sex, to be honest, did you know that people with vulvas are 4 times more likely than those without vulvas to say sex is quote unquote not pleasurable in the past year?
I heard. I heard.
Very sad. We
Mm.
here at Interho Uprising are huge advocates for pleasure and find this pleasure gap pretty damn whack. But you know, we don't find whack Dame Products. So, Dame Products is a woman owned sex toy company making the next generation of vulva tested, vulva approved vibrators. Founded by a sex educator and engineering whiz, Dame develops toys with the help of real humans and couples like you. They're closing the pleasure gap and helping the world one vulva at a time. Their vibrators and accessories are made with medical grade silicone, smart design principles, and lots of love, earning glowing press from the New York Times, W Magazine, and many more. Whether you're a couple looking for an extra boost where it matters or on a journey of self exploration, we're sure they'll earn a spot on your nightstand. And the best part, Dame offers hassle free returns within 60 days, so your satisfaction is literally guaranteed. I personally love and have been giving myself multiple orgasms with the Dame Palm Flexible Vibrator. It's soft and it's super bendy and has 5 different patterns, 5 different intensities, and is completely waterproof so you can use it virtually anywhere: the tub, the pool, the ocean if you get down like that, all that kind of stuff. I love the design and I also love the touch of it. So if you're a hoe who gets off on some direct clitoral stimulation like myself, you'd probably also have a sexy good time with it. They also offered the Dame Eva, which Akua is a really big fan of. You can go to dameproducts.com/IHU today for 15% off site wide. Again, go to dameproducts.com/IHU. That's DAME products.com/I is in inner, H is in ho, U is in uprising today for 50% off site wide. Now, what are we talking about? OnlyFans revenge, whatever the heck that
Yes.
means.
Whatever the heck.
Heck.
Just the usage of the word heck is always fucking amusing because I'm a child. Click that.
All right. Take that. Bad boy, baby. All right. Okay. We have it clicked. Mercy. Lamborghini Mercy. All right. Walk us through. I
Right.
also did
So
see this one.
this. Okay.
Sorry, Rob.
This tweet is by Sydney Leathers, or Sydney
Yes.
Elaine XO on Twitter,
Mhm.
who is a sex worker on OnlyFans. I'm not sure if she also does other things,
Okay.
because I've
You
never
gotta
heard
have
her
multiple
of this
streams of
tweet, but
income.
I'm sure she does though. She's also really funny on Twitter because I was going through her tweets this morning, like, bro, what the fuck? Instead of just trying to search her name and the tweet to find the original
You
tweet,
went through
I
all of her
decided to.
tweets.
And she tweets OD, and the shit is all mad funny. And I was like, okay, I gotta search before I get stuck in the fucking wormhole. But she tweeted, the evangelical women trying to make OnlyFans disappear don't realize if I lose that income, I'll start fucking their husbands for money again. The next tweet, I'm looking at you, Rep. Ann Wagner. This is Representative Ann Wagner from
Yeah, who the fuck is that?
Missouri. I actually took a
Damn.
screenshot of her handle because I'm like, also, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, why did we have to?
She is a white woman who she hates OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
She put a tweet out about saying that she called, okay, you go. She called the United States Attorney General to investigate OnlyFans for child exploitation.
I ain't
This
never
week,
seen no
OnlyFans
kids on
announced they'll
OnlyFans,
ban.
bro.
I've never seen kids on OnlyFans either. They go through a very strict verification process. But she said this week OnlyFans announced they'll ban sexually explicit content from their platform. And it's funny because she's making it seem as if her calling the United States Attorney General had anything to do with OnlyFans doing this, even though like sex workers and OnlyFans alike have explained why they're doing this, which is hurting sex workers, but it's not necessarily because of sex workers.
So
It's
like
because
legitimize their contracts with banks and stuff,
MasterCard.
right? Okay. Credit
Because
companies.
they're gonna make that a part of their agreement that you
Mhm.
can't do that to pay for like services and shit like that,
Mhm.
which is like fucked up in its own right. But the fact that this bitch said that.
Hello, Attorney General. I need you to take down OnlyFans stat.
All
And they're like,
right.
ma'am, this is a Wendy's. How did you get this number?
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
But and the thing on top of it is that people in the comments were posting like pictures of this nigga's husband, but like them together, but like him like looking to the side,
Not
and then a
Big Daddy
picture of
Wagner.
her,
Oh,
like a
shit.
picture of Sydney Leathers like next to it. I don't know. It's so much shade, but I'm also like, were
Wow.
you doing that? I bet you were.
You
I
never
bet you were. That's
know.
probably why she hates it so fucking much. She's like, damn, my husband was
My nigga
fucking
keeps
bad
fucking these
bitch.
bitches from OnlyFans.
And they some bad bitches, and I am not that bad of a bitch right now.
Damn,
But
son. So now we got niggas who are mad you are dating. And I also
yes,
saw this one as we've discussed, but I will bring it up. You could talk us through it. Talk me
all right.
through it.
People
on-
Sam. Was that supposed to be like that?
Yeah. Talk me through it. Anyway.
Sam,
It's
stop.
too early.
You made me slap my ankle 3 times. You're gonna hear that in the recording, but I did not know what else to do because you said the thing. Anyway, all right. So this is at Cleverly Chloe.
Yes.
And they tweet, y'all, I can't make this shit up. A man I met 2 weeks ago who has yet to agree to hang out / link up or take me anywhere had the nerve, all caps, to get mad at me for going on a date. We've yet to even talk on the phone. He's been texting me randomly for 2 weeks. Peep the disrespect. Okay, so I'm gonna be the one in blue. You're gonna be the one in black.
Role play. Oh shit. Yeah, let's take it back
You
to
ready?
acting class. You said you're blue and I'm black.
Yeah, I'm
right.
gonna be the OP. All right.
All right, let me get into my nigga shit.
Okay, let me get into my bad bitch shit. Cause bad bitch. Okay, I'm not allowed to date other people. When you and I haven't even hung out one time or even had a phone conversation, don't do that, please. LOL.
I'm just asking. Didn't you just go on a date?
Of course I did. I'm single and dating.
Okay, well, I don't like that. So you hit me up when you single.
I am single. That's the point of dating, to find someone you actually want to be with. I'm confused as to why you're bothered by this.
Listen, you're not gonna go out with Jerry, then me, then Mike the day after. No, I don't fuck with that. Who's to say you're not fucking them? You want me to build and be a part of the rotation? Nah, that's your definition, not mine. Taking this
I
way
went
too
on
seriously.
one date, the first date I've gone on in a while.
I mean, this just went from I'm trying to date you to I just want to fuck. That's fine. I hope you enjoyed it, bitch. You ugly anyway. This nigga was in his fucking bathroom. You know when you like argue with fake people in the shower?
Yo, he was actually planning out this whole conversation. That man probably took 5 minutes between each reply to make sure he got it right. Okay, so let's unpack this.
Okay.
How does one feel entitled for somebody to be, it's not even single at that point, to be completely not entertaining anybody else or doing anything else with their lives while they wait for somebody to give them attention? Like what?
Yeah. Okay. So like to 360 to see the full picture or whatever. I'm not monogamous. I don't give a fuck about any of this kind of shit, to be
Real
honest.
facts.
But to put myself in other people's shoes, and this is just because I was watching the Love Is Blind reunion yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the people started dating Mark from Love Is Blind. It doesn't matter who any of these people are. And Mark was being a fuck boy, but she said something that I thought that was valid. She was like, "It's COVID. I told him that I didn't want to see anybody else, even though we were just dating and it was just the beginning stages. I wanted to be exclusive in that." So I think that, whoever you are, to be honest, even if it is just the talking stage, if that's what you want, then that's what you want. And that's fine because people want all kinds of things, but you have to communicate that and agree upon that. So I don't
And
know.
not shame people for not, because that's the
Yeah, he was
difference.
definitely like
It's
trying to do some slut
shaming.
shaming shit or
Yeah,
whatever. And
because
that
that's
just
understandable.
it escalated and got really weird. Like, how do I
Yeah,
know you're not fucking him?
it's like,
What? I don't even who says I'm fucking you?
and the thing about that too is that they're not in the talking stage.
What stage are they in? I was very
He
confused by
so
that.
they said that this person, like, I think they gave him their number 2 weeks ago, and
Okay.
probably on like the internet, but said that they've been randomly texting. They've never spoken on the phone. They've
Oh
never
yeah.
met up. So it's like probably like, hey, good morning, kind of broken communication things. They're not talking. That's
Mm-hmm.
not talking, bro. You're
Yeah.
not. They're not getting to know anybody, especially like in a matter
Yeah,
of two
that's
weeks.
not the
We haven't spoken on
talking
the phone. We
stage.
haven't FaceTimed or anything. So I feel like there's levels. It's
Mm.
definitely levels. So that's what I mean when it's like expecting somebody to be completely just expecting to meet somebody who's completely under a rock, and to stay under a rock until you're ready to give them attention.
Yeah, that is what he's expecting. So for my other 360 of this,
Mm-hmm.
however,
Mm-hmm.
why are you talking to this nigga? why did this conversation happen? And I don't know. You know when you like go through like changes in your life and stuff like that, and your
Mm-hmm.
perspectives on things just change.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, and I don't remember because I haven't listened to that shit in a long time. I think that the early stages of this podcast, in addition to being like critical feminist analysis of things and whatever, was just like content making fun of how annoying men can be. But I don't love that kind of content anymore. And it
Mm-hmm.
just seems fruitless and like a waste of our collective non times as non men. And
Mm-hmm.
so I just like I don't want to be victim blamey. I don't really think that she's a victim here or whatever. And I don't think that I don't think that she's wrong to be annoyed by what this guy said, but I just don't think that it was worth the time to even have this conversation with him
Mm-hmm.
or put it on the internet. And though it is like, okay, it is making it to our podcast, I don't know. Like I thought about, because we talked about this earlier, and this was the only thing that I thought about putting on. When I thought about talking about it, it was only from this perspective,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just like we know men are trash. Me and Rob both have it tattooed on our body.
Yeah, we sure do. That's a reminder.
Yeah. So, and it kind of reminded me, very tangential, whatever, but we recently had a conversation. I won't get into the specifics of it because we didn't get this person's consent. But we recently had a conversation with a podcast friend of ours who's older than us, and was commenting on something that we were both involved in, and like was like, I don't get why you guys did this. Like, haven't these people already showed you who they are? How did you get to that point? And I feel that's how I feel about talking to men like this to this point. Cause
Mm-hmm.
like, one, if somebody's randomly texting me or whatever and they're like, what are you doing? I'm not even telling them I'm on a fucking date. I'm just like, out, or I won't respond, or at dinner or whatever. I feel like I don't think that there's anything wrong to be dating multiple people at one time, but if you do say I'm on a date, like where that's
What's gonna come
going.
from that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like either going to be like the person is going to be annoyed about it, or like going to be like, "Oh, well, can I take you on a date?" And it's like, but he hasn't asked you on a date yet, and it's been 2 weeks, so he's not serious. So like, what was even the point of saying that? What was the point of talking to this nigga? And then what really I'm a very not egomaniacal person, but my ego prevents me from doing a lot of things, or it like shuts me off from a lot of things. Like, I won't let myself get to a certain place because it's like my ego is just too big for that. So the part
Mm-hmm.
where she says, I went on a date, the first date I've gone on in a while. Like, first of all, I am not fucking explaining myself to you. But second of all, I'm not doing this whole like, now I don't even be dating like that. Like, nigga, that's none of your fucking business. Like, as for me to talk about with my therapist, like, why are we explaining ourselves to niggas to talk like, just like, ugh, why? I don't know. Am I wilding?
This is Sam does deconstruction. It's the only thing that's in my head. No, you're not wilding. I think that that is a very mature take, but you're right. And I can say that for a long time I was this nigga. Well, not that nigga. Oh
Him?
God, I would no. Let me.
You fucking
Nigga,
with Jerry and Mike and Tyke and
no,
Brad and
I was the original poster entertaining ridiculous niggas, but I never post my L's online. I
yeah. And
might
this was
type
kind
my
of,
L's,
was this
but
an
I would
L?
never post an original. It's an L, like it is an L. Like it's
Yeah,
not
because
like an L. Like
he didn't take you out. You saying you
no,
went on a date didn't even make him take you on a date.
no. It just made this man wild the fuck out, and it was like
And
now
then it
now I just
showed
want
that
to
you
fuck
kept
you
going.
because we would
Like,
have the conversation would have been done off real soon.
yeah, because you have like shit to do. Like, I don't know this person, but I've seen them on I think that she has a show. Like, she's like a person. Like, she's like popping. It's like, don't waste your time on these. Even if you're not like quote unquote popping, you are popping. Don't waste your fucking time on
Yeah.
niggas. Like, I think that like this is something that's like anti men content,
Hmm.
which is something that I used to be in line with, but now I'm just like decenter men content. Like, I think
Yeah.
if a men were not the center, and I'm not saying that men are the center for life, but this was a very centering men post, and I don't think that any of us need to do that
Mm.
anymore. Like, why, if we're doing like these little tit for tats with niggas who are clearly not shit, we're just like wasting our time because like, yes, hashtag men are trash, but not all men are trash. Like, okay, yes, patriarchy exists. That's what we mean when we say men are trash, but not every encounter with dating men is going to be bad. Like, I wholeheartedly actually believe that. I've experienced it. We all have experienced things that are not like the awful, the worst of the worst. But when we spend our time like deviating on these little branches of just like going down a path and getting emotionally exhausted talking to niggas who don't deserve it, that's what gets you burnt out from dating. Also, when you do it on dating apps, this is what I was talking about 2 episodes ago, it fucks up your algorithm. Like, do not waste time on somebody who like has some weird bigoted shit in their profile telling them that it's weird bigoted shit, unless you actually enjoy that. But like, that's then Hinge is like, or whatever is like, oh, you love bigoted niggas, here's more. Like, just don't do that. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Sorry, Chloe.
Chloe's probably like,
I was just trying to get these likes off. Damn.
I mean,
There's something to commiserating with people on the internet.
everybody has their L, so Twitter sometimes is like a communal place to talk about said L's, but that is it really is an L. It's an L not because it's her loss per se, but it's
No,
an
he's not
L.
her loss.
No, but it's an L because it's like, damn, like man's really got at you. Like man's really got at you and really got under your skin.
And he's like, he's happy about it. He's
Yes,
happy about
nah.
it. That's
Man's
what he was
probably saw
trying to
this.
do.
Some
Yeah, he's
man's
like,
probably finally saw
now
this,
she
like,
talking
oh
shit
shit.
about me on the internet. Yeah,
I
like
didn't
he
even
thinks
fuck
that
her.
he
Imagine if I fucked her.
he thinks like he did something, and that's
Yes.
like, I don't
That's
know.
why it's the biggest L. It's a big L, and it's a bigger L too because it can go many ways with that conversation. So people are probably wilding in the comments.
Yeah, I did see some of the quotes tweets, and it's like, I don't know why bitches tell us who they're dating. I'm just not gonna date you. So it's like it didn't enlighten any men, you know.
No,
it didn't change anyone's mind
nah,
about anything.
it didn't bring forth a community. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And then
that hurt.
there is like one part of me that's like, just because it's not advancing the situation doesn't mean it's not okay for you to commiserate, and you should have spaces to vent and things like that. So that's why I have like inner tension when it comes to these kinds of topics, because like I hate it. I don't think it should exist, but I still don't want to be like, oh, you shouldn't talk about it. But I just also
it's just hard when shit goes viral because you don't. Sometimes when you post your L's, you don't expect shit to go viral, and then it does, and you're like, I thought I was posting this to my 500 followers, not the 4 million people who retweeted.
Yeah, but she has 12,000 followers.
Okay, fair enough. I have 579. And like 90% of them
she
like, are not
she's like, Twitter. You fucking bitches. Nobody knows who you are. Yeah, I don't know. Like there's a channel in our Slack that's like hashtag strange dating app encounters. But it's just like, it's like the initial encounter. It's never like engaging with the people. Because I don't want to engage with the people. I don't know. This makes me feel very this brings out a lot of feelings in me. Because it's also like why I don't really say that much about my life on the podcast anymore. Because it's either like good or bad. Like I've never really been like a dramatic person or whatever. So like it's either, oh, this was really weird, or this is just fine. And I don't really, it's not that interesting for me to talk about. So like I wouldn't, if I went on like, if I had a very random brief encounter with someone that was bad, I don't see the benefit in saying it anymore. If that makes sense.
For you, I can see it making sense.
Okay.
I'm not the same, but I can see it make it. I have to say that shit at least one time to one person, and I'm like, all right. So 2 people have knowledge of the situation. I'm satisfied. Now I can move forward, but I'm a different nigga. I be holding on.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you can't see. I'm holding on for the people who are just listening.
Holding on. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for my. I had a bonus, but we're running low on time, so
yeah, we have 10 about 12.
I will save that for
when you
our
come
personal
back.
chats.
Oh.
No, imagine. Okay, I might. I will. I'll save it for when I come back.
A year later.
I'll put it in the doc, but you just can't open the doc for the rest of your year.
That's gonna be hard. All right, let's go on to our next segment and our last segment of the day. Here we go. I got situations, my love, but you can still come through. All right, can you hear it anymore? All right, that's fucked up. All right. That's what happens when you share a screen. That's a party on the weekend. Yeah, but I'll just insert it because.
All right, so then this is a dancing. I think it's a song and not a drop. Yeah.
It is a song. Yeah. I hate how Zoom does that. Anyway.
Right. Oh, wow. I just farted.
I thought that was like fabric moving. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. Are
My
you okay?
asshole's like right here. Just farting in my own face, essential.
Should I leave that in?
Whatever your heart desires, man. No, take it out. It's gonna take up too many seconds. We need all the seconds we could spare. So anyway,
Oh my god.
we're leaving it in. Leave it in.
We
All right.
got some
So
wild shit going on over here.
quite literally, watch it.
All right, this is Fuck Me. It's the segment about our sex, love, and dating lives. Rob,
Yes,
what's
yes,
going on,
yes.
bro?
So Rob, I got to stop speaking about myself in third person, but I'm leaving. Right. All right. I can do what I want. Rob's leaving. I'm leaving very soon. I'm leaving very soon, in about
Yeah.
a week and a half. Probably by the time this comes out, I'll be out of the city, and trying to navigate leaving for almost a year, and in this new space of being very selective when it comes to dating, being very selective with the people I sleep with. So not like last time, my last deployment, I think it was like fucking one person. I was fucking two people. I was fucking two separate people, then fucking them together. So I was like trying to get all the sex out of my system before I fucking left. Fucking on the floor. My mattress was on the floor. My apartment was empty. I was fucking. So this is like a little different because I'm older. Last time I deployed, I was 26. 26. Now I'm 29.
Okay.
Which for me is a very big difference because my life has shifted so much.
Mm-hmm.
But also I'm leaving a lot more behind as
Sam.
far as like you said, Sam. I'm OD leaving Sam behind. I'm trying to bring Sam with me, but it didn't come. But I'm leaving like before I was leaving behind some trauma, with my family that I was like, I think that it is good for me to leave the country and get out of, so I don't have the reminder of the things that happened before I left. But now it's like things are good. I mean, shit's fucked up, but like things are good. Like I'm enjoying my life, so I'm leaving behind something that I'm enjoying and eager to get back to it. So when it comes to sex, I haven't been like I had sex in June back to back with two different people, and both were like fun, but in hindsight it was like, I probably could have went without doing that. So I haven't been trying to fuck, and I was okay with that. And then I met someone, and I was like, I like this person, and then I was like, damn, I want to have sex with this person. And it's hard because I'm like, I don't want to rush it because I don't have time, but also I want to have sex with you. Like he was here last night. I'm like, we're doing things. We're hitting some bases. We did sexual activities, but we didn't have
Tits
sex.
were touched.
Tits were touched. Toes were sucked.
Ooh.
But it was like I wanted to do more, but I'm like, it's mad late. You got to go home. I got to record in the morning, but also I don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
And it's like conflicting. It's like I don't want to rush things, but I want to rush things. And it's like, is it worth rushing? But now I'm like, cool. We're probably gonna have sex before I leave, which is fine. I'm probably gonna keep in touch and see what happens while I'm gone, see what happens when I come home. But like, okay, cool. What about when I'm like overseas? Thinking about that, like I'm bringing every fucking sex toy on the planet. I just bought a little case. I can't wait for it to come in.
Oh,
but I'm
yeah.
putting all of my sex toys in there, all my chargers and stuff, and my cleaners. So I'm gonna be busting some nuts. I never did that any deployment. I was makeshift things. So this is gonna be
not
good
cucumbers.
session. It's gonna be good sexually. Okay, not okay. Anyway, we're not gonna get into that. But as far as people go, I'm gonna be on like a really small post. My last deployment, I was using a lot of Tinder to do hookups and stuff and meet people. But it's like I don't even have any dating apps now, so I'm just not interested.
Right.
Like if I were to meet somebody organically, like this person that I'm dating now, I kind of met him organically.
Mm-hmm.
Like meeting somebody organically is one thing and feeling them out, but I'm not actively looking for sex, and I just don't see that happening for me, which is nice because it leaves more room for me to focus on work.
Mm-hmm.
And focusing on work is what keeps me sane and keeps the time flowing until it's time for me to go home, which is nice. instead of like getting to drama, because it can be
Mm,
violent sometimes. Like I went through
yes.
some of the worst shit with men while I was overseas, and then you trapped. You cannot escape because they live next door to you.
Yeah.
You gotta see these niggas when you shower type shit. So like if I keep it humble and focus on my work and focus on myself, I shouldn't have no issues. And I feel like I just have to, when it feels right, like not rush anything, but when it feels right, have this conversation with this person that I'm
Yeah.
seeing. Like, what does, because he said some things, and I
Mm-hmm.
know it's easy to say some things about the future when right now there is no future, like it's
Right.
easy to say I like you and I want to date you and see what
If you
happens
know that
when
I'm
I'm
leaving.
leaving. Like
Yeah.
you can say whatever you can say, you in love with me, you can say whatever you want because I'm about to leave.
All right.
So having a true honest conversation, like not on some if I was still here what would it look like, on some I'm leaving, so what do you want it to look like, and what kind of compromises can we come to? Like I don't expect you to not see in other people, not date, not have sex. I don't want that for you. I don't think that's fair.
Right.
um I don't want you to want that for me, even though it's probably going to happen, but it's not because of you,
Right.
because that's what I want. Um, but like, how are we going to keep in touch? Are we going to set a certain day with a certain time because it's a different time zone to
Mm-hmm.
talk? Like, how
Yep.
are you capable of keeping some kind of commitment like that, of talking
Yeah.
to somebody every week,
Right.
or would you like something else? Would you like to just be normal? Do you want to not talk anymore? Like, and I feel like we should probably even have that talk prior to having sex.
Yeah.
And even though we did the things and I really wanted to have sex, we were very in the moment, but
Mm-hmm.
I should, just because, to have a clear idea and then decide whether or not that's still something I want to do. Because for me, sex is very memorable, whether it's good or bad.
Right.
And I don't want to have that memory of somebody who's like, yeah, no, you can suck my dick. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ghost you. So,
Yeah, for sure.
but figuring that out, and the good thing about not being on social media so much anymore, people don't hit me up as much, so I'm not talking to anybody
You're not
besides him.
talking to Mike and Jerry and
Was the only two? Yeah, I'm not talking to Mike and then go talking to Jerry and fucking them both. Niggas be in my DMs and I just don't be answering no more. Especially when I thought they were cute, but they just were fucking annoying. It's like I don't even have to talk to you.
there you go.
And especially because I'm leaving. I told you I was leaving. You wasted my time for months, and now you
Mm,
want to hit me up. And it's not that kind of
mm.
party, because we could have been doing a thing, and you just mad weird. And now it's convenient for you to be like this because it's like, oh, you're leaving in 4 days. Now I can fuck you and ghost you. So I'm
Proud
I'm
of you for setting that boundary, son.
I've been setting boundaries like a motherfucker lately.
Love to
This
see
shit
it.
crazy. But I have to.
There you
I
go.
have to, because I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be alone. I'm gonna be with non-black people. I have to do everything. I have to control the things I can control.
2 minute warning.
So got it. So it's gonna be a good time. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm excited to have this conversation. I'm nervous to
Cool.
see if anything will actually come into fruition, but
That's
it's gonna be a
life.
good
It'll
time.
take you
It
where it
is.
takes you. And you have the
It'll all work
tools
out.
for exactly. You have the tools for
it,
that.
it it's always going to work out as long as I put myself first in everything that I do in that way.
There we go. We're gonna miss you, man.
I miss you too, man.
Do
I
you
miss
write
this
things to
fucking
the
fun.
patrons on Patreon?
I'm sure I
Okay.
will have nothing but time.
Okay.
I will talk about every orgasm that I have. One
Like
post pro
this one
orgasm.
is with this toy, and this one is with this toy, and this one is
And
with
it
this
ends up
toy.
becoming a sex review, and then I just took a coolest whole job. So
All right,
I will
enough
miss you
gas.
guys. Love you, listeners. Thank you for your support, and hit me up.
Oh shucks. Well, if you love Rob, if this episode made you laugh, if it helps you learn something, made you feel good, made you question yourself in a good way, or positively moved you in any sense, please leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts and let everyone you know that you love these hoes. We appreciate every single last one of yous.
And if you would like to follow along, just kidding. If you would like to follow us on social media, you can do so at Inner Hoe Uprising without the G on Twitter, Inner Hoe Uprising with the G on Instagram and Facebook. And you can join our Facebook group by searching Inner Whole Uprising Community. This is the last time for a long time. So that's spelled CUMMUNITY.
Go off, go off.
And head to innerwholeuprising.com to pay a hoe.
Or buy merchandise.
Or buy merchandise. Buy the shirts that I designed.
There you go. Where can we follow you?
You can follow me at Smoking PP on Instagram, at @the_body on Twitter. You can follow my Artstagram at vanter.black with a Q. And I love you so much.
Oh, I'm Slam Red on Instagram, Twitter. Armin San Diego. I'm sorry, my period.
Armin is just killing me.
Oh my god, I love him though. I gotta make an anime account. Armin San Diego. Carmen San Diego on Instagram for travel photos. We love you, Rob. We love you, listeners. Have a good week because you motherfucking deserve to. See you next one. Bye.
Bye.